Today's career combines leadership and building skills. Our next guest owns, operates, and manages a company that builds and renovates homes. Let's meet a home building and renovations manager. Brad?
Hi.
Brian.
Hey, nice to meet you, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, do you want to go inside and check things out?
Please.
Let's check it out.
Great.
I'm Brad Rossington, and I am a home and building renovations manager, owner of Rosso Renovations here in Coquitlam. We manage a renovation from start to finish. We will facilitate that project from the drawing phase all the way to the finish phase when we're putting the last coat of paint on. A renovation can involve things like electrical, plumbing, drywall, framing, gas work, painting, fine finishing. There's a whole host of different trades who are involved, and that's my job, is to make sure that they're there for the right amount of time and that the project runs smoothly so it finishes on time. First thing in the morning is generally checking to make sure all the trades are on schedule, making sure the employees are on schedule. Usually a little material pickup, making sure those things are on site and ready to go. Then I'm usually kind of on my phone checking emails, facilitating jobs. So I spend about 25 to 40% of my day with my employees on the tools, and the rest is spent working with the clients and the sub-trades and engineers. As a renovations manager, you tend to work long hours. You are on site from 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or 7 to 3, whatever that looks like, and then you're doing the actual managing and the admin work after the fact. Bigger companies, have an office staff that does that, but a smaller company like ours, that happens in-house. So I'll do an 8-hour day on site and then probably 4 hours at the max, at home doing the admin work. The toughest part of the job comes in the scheduling. Everybody is busy, and of course every client wants their job done as soon as possible, and when those delays happen, it is a frustration point. It's really making sure that the trades are accountable and showing up, keeping the schedule as tight as you can, and keeping your client informed.
What am I looking at here?
Well, we're looking at a plan, and the reason we have a plan is so that everyone's on the same page.
Okay.
There's no mistakes, everyone knows what the finished product's gonna look like, and that helps every step of the way, especially when it comes to scheduling, sub-trades, that kind of thing. This is a finished basement. Framing's the first part of it. Once that's done, we're gonna have our plumbers come through. When they're complete, the electricians will come through. When we get the thumbs up from the city, we'll put the board on and make it look like something.
Wow.
The education that's important when you're in renovation management is knowing a little bit about each trade, and that is helpful so that the order of operations is smooth. I would suggest definitely a carpentry background, because that tends to be most of the hands-on work that we do. However, if somebody had recommended when I started to get a bit of business training, I would have jumped at that, because that's something I've learned through my years of doing this, that the business aspect didn't come as naturally to me, and that's something I've had to learn through the School of Hard Knocks. I was working at another job, and I had an opportunity to do a summer in construction, and the first week we were just building decks, and it was sunny out, and at the end of that week we stepped back and we looked at the work that we had done, and it was such a feeling of fulfillment, and the sun was shining and you're warm and you had a good day's work, and it just ticked a lot of boxes for me. So that was the start.
What am I looking for?
Cordless skill saw. So it's about yay big, circular blade on it. Keep going,
Yep.
behind you.
Yep.
Yeah, to your left, stop. You got it.
That's the one.
Perfect.
You got a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, well, we have to be prepared for anything. So being a renovation manager means you're there from the start of the job all the way to the end. So you're working with all the different trades, the drywall crew, the plumbers, so you have to have a little bit of everything on hand just in case.
Well, looks like you got it all in there.
Pretty much. Now it's time to put you to work.
I don't know how to use this.
We're gonna show you.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
Please, I don't want to.
Okay.
There are a lot of misconceptions about the construction industry. There's an idea that most tradespeople are kind of gruff and surly, and I don't think that's accurate. Advice I would give to somebody thinking about an occupation or an opportunity in the trades is do it. You can make great money, you can be trained and feel really proud of the work you do each day. You can see your work each day, and clients are always very appreciative of somebody who comes in, knows what they're doing, is professional, and does the job well.
Well, it looks really good in there.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. It was nice having you around today.
Thanks for showing me around.
You bet.
Once again, I'm Brian for Career Trek, reminding you that this career could be yours.